What's up, guys and gals? Guys and gals. Don't want to leave anyone out. It's Chris at Chess Sports Cards here. We are doing 2023 Bowman Baseball 10 Blaster Box break number 14. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Our only break tonight. It's kind of odd for us, but I had some issues with Stars and Stripes listing, which we're going to do on Saturday. Full case, 20 box case of Stars and Stripes, player break. And that's going to be earlier in the day. So I think the break itself I scheduled at like 5:30 or 6 o'clock. And yeah, anyway. So just the one tonight. What's up, guys? Robert, Chris, Daniel. Some Mervis color. All right, let's see what we can do, my friend. See what we can do. Didn't we pull a Mervis yesterday? That might have been in a different one, though. I think that was a refractor. Anyway. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. Especially if you're new to the channel, welcome. A bit about us. We've been around for over 5 years now. We break mostly every break. We're very generous with the top loading. We ship as quickly as our little hands will move. We should have these out, I would assume, by Tuesday. You know, I don't have a heart attack or something. Anyway, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We do free breaks. When we do them, we use our subscriber list from YouTube for the random. So you want a chance to get into a future free break, all you do is hit the old subscribe button there. Let's go over the teams. D-backs, Teresa P. Braves, James M. Orioles, Teresa P. Red Sox, Ian B. Cubs, Daniel M. White Sox, Chris L. Reds, Tony F. Guardians, Chris L. Rockies, Kyle H. Tigers, Kyle R. Royals, Stephen P. Astros, Eric M. Angels, Carly H. Dodgers, Brett B. Brewers and Twins, Teresa P. Marlins, Stephen P. Mets, Chris L. Yankees, Carly H. A's, Anthony D. Phillies, Wayne R. Pirates, Arthur M. Cardinals, Chris L. Padres, Robert H. Giants, Benjamin S. Mariners, Rudy G. Rays, Leonardo R. Rangers, Kyle R. Blue Jays, John T. And finally, Nationals, Kyle H. Where the hell did my... Give me a sec, guys. All right, some wire crossing there. Hey, John, what's up, buddy? All right, let's get some gloves and get to getting. So, Donruss got pushed, which, God, these companies drive me crazy. Donruss was supposed to be out this Wednesday. They pushed it, and they pushed it a month. If it's going to be that late, you think they know farther than, 5 days before the release date? So we had to rush and we had to cancel some breaks. We had to redo some breaks. Such a nightmare. So now Donruss won't be out till June. Oh, you like that? I love old tickets. So I bought one of these. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen them. Cubs Dodgers. It's a Ryan Sandberg card from '92. I love old tickets, and they don't use tickets for anything anymore, So I saw it online. I was like, I got to buy one. And I had it sitting here last night after I finished the breaks. I was like, let's open it. And I was kind of psyched that I got one. It's a bleacher ticket for Wrigley Field, which is cool. So anyway, if you haven't seen those, Leaf does them. They come in like blasters. I think you can get them at like Target or I ordered it online, but I think you can get them at like Target or Walmart or whatever. They're like $30. And some of them are okay. I've seen a few videos online, but some of them are actually really cool. Like there's some vintage ones like Sandy Koufax and, all kinds of crazy stuff like that I'm sure are worth some serious coinage. But they're fun. I like tickets. Vaquero Spotlight. All right. Sang and Figueroa. Okay. Everybody make sure they say their little Bowman prayer. I forgot to say it last night. Prayers worked well for us. Let's hope it'll do again tonight. Well, yeah, it's always been that way, Chris. But new release is new release, my friend. And believe me, we do everything in advance. So, Trey Sweeney. It's one thing if it got delayed from Wednesday to Friday. And I would have left everything up. We would have had to wait one day to break, But Wagner and Osuna. But to push it off by a month, just a few days before, is crazy. Because there was I saw the number. I think it was 1,600 Donruss listings up already for breaks when I started fixing them today for me and other people. Lawler. And of course, eBay doesn't care. Just charge him more money. Blanco and Gonzalez. So it's not everyone's favorite, but it is a new release, which we like. Yeah, last night's blasters were incredible. Let's hope we follow some sort of path of that. Lawler. That's blasters. You have good days and bad days. Cole Young and Xavier Isaac Lunar. For the Rays is Leonardo. There you go. Yeah, I've seen some of those tickets, the Leaf tickets, where it was some Yankees game in 2009 or whatever, which isn't really going to spin my top, but Watson top 100. But I thought that one was pretty cool. I was pretty happy to get that one. Rafaela and House. I'm a sucker for stupid stuff like that. I've seen them before for concerts. Leaf has done them for country concerts and stuff, but this was the first time I saw that they had it for baseball. Francisco Alvarez, Rookie of the Year. Chacon and Rodriguez. All right, nothing to scream about in box one. Well, there's always two sides to every coin. All the breaks were good last night. That jumbo box was freaking incredible that we did in that mixer. We had Matt Mervis auto and Caminero Sparkle auto. That was a good box. Matt McLean, top 100. De Los Santos and Munoz. Gunner rookie. Perazo and Jordan. And another Vaquero spotlight. Two. Montas and Jacob Berry. Blaze Jordan, top 100. Julian and Perez. Yeah, right. I still don't get me wrong. I agree on collation, but I've said this before. It is better than it was. I will give them that. Back in like 14 and 15, around there, the collation was so bad. Back then, it was way worse than it is today. You'd open a case of something and get like 6 of the same auto in like one case. It's crazy. So sometimes we hit rough spots, but it's definitely a little bit better than it was. Charles and Roman Anthony Lunar for the Red Sox. Ian. Just now they can't cut cards properly. Collation got better. Card cutting got worse. Although, I'll be honest, this year, this Bowman I haven't seen, has been okay. Has been pretty decent, actually. The cuts on these for the most part. I haven't seen anything too crazy yet. Riley Green Spotlight. So, maybe that's looking up. Greco and Isaac. Because the last few years, like every Bowman product was cut badly. So. Yeah, there's always something to complain about, Jordan Westberg, top 100. Caminero and Max Wagner. All right, Bowman, come on, start putting out here for us, please. Baez, Modern Prospect. Mesa and De La Cruz. Yeah. Oh, I know. I try to separate the the decades when it comes to card cutting. Yeah, there's some the 60s and 70s. There's like some. It looks like guys cut with scissors. I think back then. I don't think they had cutting machines back then. I think it's just a bunch of guys sitting around a table with scissors cutting them out. Mercedes and Chase DeLauder. That's why I always laugh when you see like the boxes from like the 80s and stuff where they have the cards, the special cards on the back of the box, and you can cut them out. It's like, I think that's exactly how they did it back then. This guy sat around with sheets of cards and scissors. Guardians is Chris on the DeLauder. Yeah, sometimes you see stuff now and it's like, oh boy. Ewing, top 100. Brooks Lee and Aponte. Shea Langoliers, man. Shea Langoliers is. And for the Rays, Xavier Isaac. 205 of 399, Leonardo. Xavier Isaac, or Shea Langoliers is no joke, man. I was reading a little bit about him the season he's having today, man. He's like thrown out like 20 people already this year. The new bases and all that was supposed to be a hindrance, man. That dude has got an arm. Arias and Justin Crawford. A lot of booze in the factories back then. Yeah, I would imagine so. And that's why it's, especially when you, so there's a guy who I know, I think I've told this story before, but this guy came to me a couple years ago. He's a guy I buy product from for my cafes. And he was like, I have some baseball cards that someone gave me a long, long time ago to pay a debt. And, you know, like most people want to hear that I have baseball cards, all of a sudden I get the kind of eye roll going, like, boy, here we go. And a retail auto. Oh, wow. Inohan and Nohan Penangua. Nohan Penangua. For the Cardinals. Chris, there you go, buddy. So anyway, he's saying to me, he goes, I have some cards. And people come up to me all the time. Oh, I have some old baseball cards. And, you know, I have to give the lecture as soon, if they're from the 80s or 90s, you know, they're not worth anything. Don't get too excited, you know. And he said, but I have some cards. I'm wondering if you could take a look at them. I'm like, yeah, sure, no problem. And Julian and Encarnacion. So a couple weeks goes by and he didn't bring anything in. And I said, hey, weren't you were supposed to bring me some cards? He goes, yeah, no, it's just a couple. And he goes, but he's like, I have a Nolan Ryan rookie card. I was like, excuse me? He's like, yeah. And I thought he didn't know what he was talking about. You know what I mean? Because he doesn't know anything about cards. And he ends up bringing it in. And I'm telling you, I've been trying to work on him for a couple years now. He got it from a guy who owed him some money way back in the day. And he gave him this and a few other cards. Jet Williams, top 100. This card is in like perfect condition. I guarantee it would grade at least a 9. And I keep trying to explain to him, like, do you know how much this card's worth? Like, but we got to get it graded, of course, which, you know, a card like that to get graded is going to be a few $1,000 investment or whatever. But you're always surprised when you see something like that that's just been kind of floating around, that it's cut properly, it looks good, it's in good shape, and one day I'm going to get him to give that thing up. Ellie Prospect. Because, of course, I want to sell it for him and take a small commission. Charles and Rodriguez. I just love to send it off and get it graded just to get it back, and the thing is beautiful. Although there is one issue. It's in a one of the old, and I've told him this, because so I really, I shouldn't chirp about it too heavy. Alex Sanchez and Ellie De La Cruz on the Lunar. It's in an old screw down. And I told him, I said, listen, how long's it been in here? And he's like, I don't know, 30, 40 years, whatever. I said, you know, these old screw downs, it has been known to stick inside of there, you know, and could literally like rip the card in half. What do we got going here? Let's see, a little something, something. For the Cubbies, Brennan Davis, 72 of 99 on the Bowman Scouts, top 100. For Daniel. So, like, that's my biggest fear is we go to open it and take it and it just, like, rips in half. You know, like, it comes apart because it's been in there so long. Arias, top 100. Sanchez and Bishop. Josh Jung, Rookie of the Year. Desan and De Leon. Yeah, so next week with the eclipsing of Donruss, I had to kind of scramble to get some. Well, I had some stuff here. I had like some big league and some Series 1 and stuff here that I filled in just to get something in before they expired. So we're all filled up for next week, but no Donruss, unfortunately. Jace Jung, top 100. Lawler and Elijah Green. I think the next. I was trying to think of what the next release is going to be for baseball. I guess Heritage at the end of the month. There's a couple of them at the end of the month. Heritage, I think Tribute's coming out too, but Brady House, Modern Prospects, Colas and Arroyo. Jordan Walker, sights on September. Norwellian Cedeno and Marcus Lee Sang, Lunar for the Phils. Harry Ford, top 100. So is everybody getting ready for Mother's Day next week? I have the distinct pleasure of Mother's Day being on the same day as my wife's birthday this year. I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing. Tristan Cassis, Marcus Lee Sang, and Logan Wagner. And Jackson Churio Spotlight. Osuna and Boyd. Avado and every other pack. All right, 5 to go. All right, come on. Some more good boxes. Bowman, hook us up. And Alvarez, Spotlight Rookie. Churio and Osario. Brennan Davis, top 100. Zach Nito and Acuna. Hernandez, Modern Prospects. Spencer Jones and Jefferson Rojas. Soderstrom sights on September. De Los Santos and Nelson Rada for the Angels. Lunar. For Carly. Gonzalez, Porozo, and Garcia. Garrett Mitchell, Rookie of the Year. Blaze Jordan and Montas for Seattle. Let me move a little piece. The one time, John, the one time. The one time. Yep. Oh my God. Makes my head hurt. Justin Foscue, top 100. Osuna and Gutierrez. Come on, Bowman, stop being so stingy. Oswaldo Perez. Blanco and Young. It's a good thing Rich wasn't around for that. He drives him crazy, too. He probably would have said something. Corbin Carroll, rookie. Spotlight. Rafaela and Sweeney. We've had many instant message conversation about that. Emerson Arteaga. Rodriguez. Munoz. Avina and Osorio. Colton Cowser sights on September. How You Lee and Pedro Ramirez for the Cubbies. For Daniel. Carlos Colmenares, Caminero, and James Wood. Valera, Max Wagner, and Dylan O'Ray, Lunar. For Teresa. Colton Cowser, top 100. Mercedes and Genoa. Perron. I forgot all about that. Brooks Lee and Arias. I remember that now. Because believe me, if he had it, he'd be showing it off like crazy. And for Houston, Chase McDermott, retail auto for Eric. There you go, bud. Justin Crawford and Juan Alonso. Yeah, I forget what the product was, but it was something over the summer, and he pulled a wander of someone. And for the Red Sox, Roman Anthony, 246 of 499 on the refractor. For Ian. And he had come into the room and was like bragging about it, and I wasn't sure if he actually hit it, but next thing I knew, I was getting pictures left and right. Like, all right, congrats, man. James Woods, top 100. And for the Yankees, Roderick Arias, 276 of 399. Yankees is Carly. All right, two to go. Avina and Woods. I don't know if anybody watched today, but the Sixers kept themselves alive to fight another day. Well, not alive, but even up the series in a crazy game. Again, I just watched the last 5 minutes. I'm just convinced it's all you need to watch in professional basketball is the last 5 minutes of any game. You'll get the whole game. Lee and Jones. I didn't even know they were playing, to be honest with you. I was doing listings, and my wife came in and turned the TV on, and she's like running over, turning the TV on. I'm like, what are you all crazy about? Sixers in the fourth. I was like, oh, really? Mayhia. The playoff schedule for basketball is so strange, man. They take forever to do these. Like sometimes there's 2 days off, sometimes there's three, sometimes there's no like rhyme or reason. Yeah, I'm not a huge NBA. Like even when I watched a lot more basketball, I honestly don't have time to pay that much attention to basketball. I was always a bigger college fan than pro. Curtis Mead. Guys in the pros tend to stand around a little too much. James and Henry Davis. Not, I mean, it's sports, so I like sports. I'll still watch it, of course. But like, honestly, baseball and football takes up about all the time I have these days. Acuna, Rodriguez, and Alonso. Riley Green, rookie of the year. Baez and Jackson Holiday. All right, box number 10. We're going to do an 11th box. Let's throw another one in here. Whoops, I just knocked Homer over. So we're going to throw an extra box in. So this is 10, that'll be 11. Let's see what we do. She turned it off. Why? That's not an issue I would face, to be honest, which is great. All right, so we're on box 10. Garrett Mitchell. Chacon and Rodriguez. And does Anthony have him again? He does. All right, Anthony, there you go. Jacob Waters. We pulled him last night. Oakland's hitting like crazy. Which means we should get a parallel in here, too. Usually when there's an auto, there's like one or two more hits in the same box. There you go. Jacob Waters, number 2, my friend. Avina and Beltre. On a balk call? Really? Yeah, look. Here we go. Green and fuchsia on the same box. I'm telling you, man, they like pack them. It's crazy. Ooh, there you go for the Braves. Nice Vaughn Grissom rookie. 24 of 99. That's a tough way to lose a game on a balk. And how the hell is a game with a ghost runner going to 14 innings anymore? That's nuts. Pathetic you can't produce that run. Braves is James. There you go. Nice rookie there. All right. And we got a Jordan Walker. And Leonardo Arias, numbered 36 of 299 for the Orioles. For Teresa. Personally, no, but I mean, throw it up on eBay, man. That puppy will sell. Lee and Jones. What's it out? What's the dual auto from? What product? Elijah Green. Frias and Mayer. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, if I was coaching a team, that would be the first thing we'd be working on these days is manufacturing runs. With a ghost runner, like, there's no reason not to score that run. James and Gabriel Gonzalez, Lunar. Like, all right, guys, we're going to learn how to get this run in from second because Little League teams can do it. All right, Elijah Green, top 100. Rodriguez and Isaac. All right, box number 11. Lucky number 11. It is Topps Fire. I mean, well, if it went for 300, how do you still have it if it's sold? Would you have a reserve on it or something? Give it to a consignment company. They get a lot more eyes. If you're worried about not getting enough eyes, send it to to Golden or Comic Sea or whatever, one of those places. They get a lot of eyes. You might get more for it there. Jason Dominguez, Jones, and Fries. Do you have it listed now as a buy it now? Reserve of 450. Was that where the comps were at? Had other ones sold? I mean, unfortunately, it is Fire, and Fire doesn't command the price that some others do. But I mean, it's still a decent card. James and Bishop. See, I would never put a reserve on anything. If you're that hype about trying to get that amount, I would just list it as a buy it now, and not do an auction. And you can still give people the opportunity to make offers. You can always turn them down, But all you need is not. Of course, Harper and Trout are going to sell, but all you need is a big week from one of them, and then somebody will pay full price. Yasser Mercedes on the Lunar. Oh, I thought you got it from a break or a box or something. Then maybe it's one. It's one of those ones just stick in the back of a box, and when they're both in the Hall of Fame, you get a lot more money for it. But I mean, if you really need to sell it and want to try and get that amount, I wouldn't auction it. I just put it up as a buy it now for, however much, and you'd be surprised. Baez and Zavala, 99% of the cards that I sell as buy it now, not at auction. And depending on the people, I turn down a lot of offers because there's some guys you just know are going to go for full price. But you never know. You get some guy who's gets on a heater on Poker Stars and wants that card, and next thing you know, it's sold. But yeah, I don't know. 600 for that card, I would think is a little high for Raza right now. It doesn't mean it won't be in the future, but I think that's a little high for Topps Fire. Churio and Holiday. All right, Lost Puck. Hey, a little something for the go away. Spencer Horowitz for John. Little retail auto, 19 of 99, Spencer Horowitz. Look at that. So we got an auto in that one. Didn't get any other parallels. There you go. A little something out of the bonus box. It's always nice. Bonus auto from a bonus box. There you go, buddy. All right, last couple cards. Hey, Drew Jones. Didn't we do the same thing last night? Pull it in the last pack. Drew Jones Chrome. Although Drew Jones didn't do much. But Teresa, we're gonna take care of you. I'm gonna send Teresa a box. She had the Diamondbacks tonight, and they didn't. This is all the Diamondbacks really kind of got. So Teresa, I'm gonna send you a box too. Okay. Maybe you'll have better luck. Alrighty, folks. I want to thank everyone for joining us this evening. Sorry it's such a short night. It's odd for me just to have one break, but I do appreciate everybody who's in it. I hope everyone has a wonderful week. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll be back Thursday for our usual. We won't be doing Sunday next week because, as I mentioned earlier, it's my wife's birthday and Mother's Day. So I'm trying to stay in somewhat good graces with her. So I decided not to break that day. But we'll be here Thursday, Friday, Saturday next week, especially with that crazy Stars and Stripes mixer during the day on Saturday. So if you'd like to join us, we would love to have you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, it wasn't last night's, but it wasn't terrible either. It worked out all right in the end. Alrighty, hit recap for 2023 Bowman Baseball 10 Blaster Box Break number 14. Let's start here. Some top chromes and spotlights. These will all be sleeved and top loaded. Corbin Carroll, Alvarez, Churio, Riley Green, and 2 Vaqueros on the spotlights. Julian, Montas, Barry, Caminero, Julian again, Crawford, Jones, Montas, Caminero, and Justin Crawford again. And we did have a Drew Jones. And of course, if I missed any during the break, we'll pull it during the sort. Lunar Glows. We had Yasser Mercedes, Gonzalez, Davis, O'Ray, Ramirez, Rada, Sang, Cruz, DeLauder. Stick in there. Roman Anthony and Xavier Isaac for the Rays. And hits. Xavier Isaacs to 99. We had a lot of green. Oh, yeah, we did have a lot of green. Xavier Isaacs to 99. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait a second. Is that one 99? No, that one's 399. I'm sorry. Roderick Arias to 399. Vaughn Grissom to 99. The top 100, Brennan Davis to 99. 72 of 99. Roman Anthony Refractor to 499. Arias to 299. Autographs. We had Inoan Penangua. That's what I'm going with. Chase McDermott for Houston. Jacob Waters for the A's, and Spencer Horowitz for Toronto, 19 of 99 on the Spencer Horowitz. All right, folks, again, thanks so much for joining me. I do appreciate it. See you. Take care. Bye-bye.